Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. And I'm back with another story for y'all, man. And I had to think back. You know what I'm saying? I had to really think back to when I was in the chain gang, man. How it was for a up north cat coming down south and doing time in they jails. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you not kicking up, if you not about your business or standing on any type of morals, you know what I'm saying, about yourself, standing on your own 10, other people are not going to help you, for one. You know what I'm saying? And if you from up north, you are at a major disadvantage until you start putting hands and feet on these individuals constantly to get these people to talking, and then they listening and like, yeah, don't mess with New York, don't mess with Jersey, don't mess with Chi-Town, don't mess with Detroit, don't mess with Ohio. Like, you gotta put in some type of work, and you gotta really put your hands and feet on some cats to let them know, like, everybody is not going to try you, but the ones that try you, just stick their neck out, you got to do something crazy to them. But in this story right here, this is the flip side of that. Because this dude right here was putting in major work, major pain. This nigga named Smurf. And he got found out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Smurf was moving just like he was Crip. He was moving like he was with it. You know what I'm saying? And he would do little things. He would do little things and have people thinking certain things about him. He'd be sitting there doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? He'd be doing stuff. Like doing a lot of stuff. This dude be doing stuff, right? So if you looking at him, you be like, yo, he Crip for real. And other people inside of this prison that I was at, you know what I'm saying, about Valdosta State Prison, you thought that he was that. You know what I'm saying? And he was going around bullying people and all that. But the thing about this, in the chain gang, people, once they get resources, they do their homework on you. When they get resources, listen, because now they have a lot of resources, so this is going to come to you quicker. So don't come into these chain gang playing games, because they going to knock your whole head straight off your shoulders, and they going to humiliate you in the worst way. And then you're going to go live, you're going to be viral on TV, you know what I'm saying, on social media. You're going to be a clip on TikTok, you're going to be on YouTube, you're going to be on everywhere, even X, you're going to be there. But I watched this dude, like, he was over the Crips in this dorm, sent them to many fights where they lost. He a green light, bring yourself in. And I used to peep that, like, yo, he be sending these cats out there on these dummy missions, and he'll green light himself in, and then be talking to the head people that they done beef with days later, and he good, but the rest of these cats be gone. And I watched this for like a year straight in Valdosta State Prison. But I heard his day came. Yeah, I heard his day came, bro. And I remember when he was fighting with some cats, like he had the whole axes and everything. The last time I saw him, he was shooting it out with an axe. Going crazy. You know what I'm saying, against some GDs. They running down on him, some young boy GDs. They running down on him with machetes and all that. And he's swinging these axes, going crazy, and doing this thing. He was doing this thing just to get them up off of him, because it was life or death at that time. Enough for him to green light the door and get the cops up to his cell to get him up out of there. But they did their homework. These niggas they be using these phones, boy. If you don't think they be using these phones for all different type of reasons and they not hip to what's going on, you's a fool. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no intelligence in you. You's a fool. And no intelligence is in you if you think they not going to find out about it and then they gonna spank you. They gonna flip you. Like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put in this video what it looked like when this dude landed into the next prison. I forgot what prison it was. Either it was Smith, it was Macon, or it was Hayes. Either one of those. And they found out that Smurf started kicking up stuff, trying to be another dorm leader of the Crips. Sitting up there doing little stuff, watching TV. He doing up. He doing all this. He doing all that. He doing the most. He be doing the most. I'm trying to tell you. And I didn't see no like tattoos of no gang stuff on him like that. But he just liked to move, like show you stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was Action Jackson in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He'll show a lot of fraudulent stuff. And if you pay attention to body language, you have you all messed up. You know what I'm saying? But I heard once they shipped him, he played the hole for like a year and a half at Valdosta. After I done left, he was still in the hole. But they said when he got to his next camp, these dudes was waiting on him. They did not know what he looked like or nothing. They wanted to take a picture of him, but they didn't think about that at that time, so they didn't know exactly what he looked like. But other cats was telling, like, talk like word of mouth. He's short, he muscular, big arms, like he was a big stocky dude, bald head, and he stood with both of his back heels touching each other all the time. He stand like this. He used to do that all the time. He be doing that, man. He started his shenanigans at whatever prison he landed to, yo. And it took them a week to figure it out. And they figured it out. Like, yo, we got Smurf down here, man. And I overheard that it was like a camaraderie of people. You know what I'm saying? That chose to formulate together to go up to this man's cell and pour him out. Whoever made this call was a high-ranking something inside of the Crips that made this call to move on this cat. And they said that he was in the cell. When he was in the cell, he was on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Doing some old wild, like, got the phone sit up, had his shirt off, he dancing and doing stuff like for some girl. He dancing for her or whatever. And they like, yo, Smurfs, come here real quick. And it was like he knew what time it was already. He went straight for his little weapons or whatever, boom. And it was so many people in this cell on this man's ass, it did not make no sense. It was like bees swarming on this boy. You know what I'm saying? And they went in there and had a stab fest. A stab fest. It was a festival. All you see is arms. This is all you see in there. And everybody masked up because there's some civilians in there. There's some GDs in there. Some Crips in there. Some Bloods in there. You know, it's, and then, yeah, there was some Ghostface in there too. And I ain't gonna front, there was some Muslims in there too. All pouring Buddy all the way out. And he had some buck in his system. He tried to do what he had to do. And once they started stabbing him real bad, he started grabbing this bucket of water, boiling water, to try to splash it on everybody. Because he was a big dude, so he can just throw that water. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see how everybody's just falling out the room. You know what I'm saying? After trying to down bad Buddy. But he did his thing. But I heard that he succumbed to those injuries because he was poured out too much. And he laid in there on that wet floor. And he checked out, man. And you get these perpetrators these carbon copies of gangsters that they see or they hear about, who they want to emulate or act like, and they'll play it. They'll play it until they walk out the door, or play it till they lay down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just asking y'all, man. You can easily not go through none of that. You can easily not even fall victim to none of that. Succumb to none of that. You don't have to deal with none of that. All you gotta do is take heed to the stories that you hear from all these prison content creators. We're all here telling y'all the same damn thing. Don't do nothing stupid outside in these streets and find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. Don't do it. And you won't have to act like nobody. You won't have to get down with no set or nothing like that, or turn into your own personal killer because you know that you want to survive and you don't want nobody to take you under. That's the situation I had to deal with. I had to be somebody that I was not. And I didn't even like myself and how I act while I was there, man. And it takes a lot out of you. It has you thinking different ways, especially even when you get back to the streets. You be on some other stuff, man. So I'm just asking y'all, please, please, take heed to what I'm saying. You can come in any type gang if you want to, and you're going to reap the benefits of that, whether good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a number game. Each camp, it's a number game. Don't get it twisted. Just because you got the number somewhere else, you go to this camp, they got it shaking over there, and they'll get you. That's a fact, boy. That's a fact. Y'all better listen and take heed to what we saying to y'all, man, because it's not a joke. And if it's people that's been there and we seen it and we done it and we've been through it and we made it out, I think that's enough. Take heed to what we saying, y'all. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. Please, like, y'all come through, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. That means punch that like button and kick a comment. I'm going, y'all. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe out there. Please don't do nothing stupid in these streets and find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. Yeah. What's up, yo? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story for y'all, man. And I'm jumping back on the topic of this dude Sugar, man. And it's only because watching how people get intertwined with these chain gang punks or the Gap gang, the gay and proud gang down the road, it's kind of interesting seeing how people fold or flip or flop, or if that's what they're even doing. Like, we don't know if they came into the prison with these tendencies or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of interesting to see how people break. You know what I'm saying? And once you're affiliated with something and you're going by these certain laws and creeds and rules that you abide by, if you're still dealing with this individual and people find out, there's ways that you got to handle that. There's ways that you're going to have to go by cleaning your slate, or looking in your rearview mirror and going back there and taking out any thoughts that people might have about you, so they won't be looking at you a certain way and they'll give you respect and don't just think you're a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happened to this one dude named Ace, and I'm not gonna lie, Sugar got under him quickly. quickly. As soon as Ace came in the dorm and you saw that he was a player, he was moving and shaking, you know what I'm saying, and handling his business and always hollering at the lady officers and all that. He was trying to work him a move, you know what I'm saying? And that's like kind of the main objective of the chain gang. Once you're doing time and stuff like that, to find comfortability in that type of situation, you start playing the field a little bit. You start trying to get at the officers, you know what I'm saying? See if you can even get a search team member. If he's open and he look like he's green enough to try him up. Try him all. That's the motto, really. Try them all. But in the dorm, I was peeping that Sugar was kind of like always knocking on this man's door. You know what I'm saying? Buddy was selling his little green, you know what I'm saying? And he had a little bit of what they call Chris Brown or tobacco or whatever like that. He's pushing that, you know what I'm saying? And this dude is always coming knocking on his door. And before he will come in, you will hear Buddy Ace like, yo, hold up, hold. Don't even come past that door. He's like, hold up. And he'll go serve him right there, right in the front of the door. He ain't even letting them go past the threshold to come in. You know what I'm saying? You can't even stand by the toilet. You a punk. Like, we're not closing no doors. We ain't doing none of that. Like, but that's the rules of respect factor that people have. But as time was going by, I noticed that Sugar was working. He was working on Ace. Just sliding up to him, saying little stupid shit or whatever to get him to laugh, and then staying, giving him bread. So like, he part of how this man is living. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming to him with major bread and all that. And then was acting like that he wanted to hook him up with some type of girl or something like that, or some chat line that kept coming to him about the situation. And then Ace started going down to that man's cell, I guess actually talking to somebody on the phone. I don't know. But he was going down there often, you know what I'm saying? And it be always times that we cutting out the dorm, whether we going to the gym, we going to the big yard, and everybody flushing out. This man finding his way downstairs and sliding up in that cell, you know what I'm saying? And after a while, his gang, his affiliation, his people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what faction it was, but he was down with the Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Because they're deep, and I talk about them a whole lot because there was a lot of them there at the time that I was there. But I don't know what faction he was, you know what I'm saying? Was he like an East Coast Blood or not? I don't really know. I don't know where Ace was from for real. I mean, because he sounded a little country, but still, he could have been from up north. He just been in the chain gang for a long time. Now, they started speaking about him. You know what I'm saying? They having these little secret little meetups and stuff like that, and they talking about him because a bad word is going around about Buddy. And this is what happens. The chain gang talks. I'm talking about, they talk. The word gets around ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Speed of light. Everybody knows what's going on. They looking at you a certain way, and they're going to treat you accordingly. Now, the word is that this man, Sugar, is telling people that he done already gave this man fellatio. You know what I'm saying? He done already had sexual relations with this man and everything. He's telling people. He done told other punks, and other punks told their roommates and other people. So now that I got back to our dorm and his gang, what this man is doing, you know what I'm saying, undercover. So one day, this Ace is coming off the yard from playing basketball, and they tell him, yo, come here, Ace, come on, bro. Like, so he throwing it up too. They tell him to come to the cell. He flushed down into the cell, and when they close it in, when he walk in, he notices already this is a serious matter, because ain't no way it's 12 to 15 people just all crowded up in here, shoulder to shoulder, you know what I'm saying, looking all crazy in this cell. And whoever his OG was at the time, this little short, dark skin, fat, chubby, old cat too, you know what I'm saying? But he's speaking to him and saying, yo, the word is on campus, bro, that you sleeping with a punk, my nigga. Like, we not doing that. We not doing that, blood. We not doing that at all. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hold on, what you talking about, man? Like, what punk? Show me a punk that I done slept with. Show me a punk I done slept with. Now, he's getting extra amp, and they know that's a sign. Like, you got something going on. Why you getting overly amped about the situation? You ain't calm and laughing it off or nothing. You getting amped and screaming and doing all this. Yeah, you want to seem serious because you're in a room full of felons and wicked thinking people, and some of them might just not believe you because they might not like you anyway. You can be part of this gang, and somebody might not like you. That's how they be coming anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like kind of the theory of men. Like, some of them just ain't gonna see eye to eye. But when it comes to the chain gang, they'll have a deep dislike for you. You know what I'm saying? So they telling this man, like, in all seriousness, if this is a lie, we don't want you confronting him and arguing in the dorm or nothing. He was like, so hold up, so what you talking about? So how am I handle or straight in my face? He was like, look, like, bro, we gonna escort you over there, and you gonna go ahead and unalive, bro. You gonna unalive, bro. Like, if he's lying on you, and you know that this is a fact that he's lying on you, the word is already set. You don't believe it? Boom. He got somebody on the phone. And he was like, yo, tell me again what happened? He's like, look, folk, it's just word around in the campus. Like, we got another nigga in our dorm named Butter, you know what I'm saying, the Sweet and Low over here. And they talking about it's a blood in another dorm that one of them done slept with. Somebody named Sugar and Ace. You know what I'm saying? So Ace like, yo, all right, so where the tool at? Where the tool at? Because I'm going to go end this right now. Like, and he was like, yo, look, blood, don't go in there talking, dog. Don't go in there talking, man, and having no whole conversation and trying to manipulate the situation. If you're going to go pull him out, you're going to go pull him out. And that's that. He was like, all right. So they giving him a tool right then. They ain't even allow him to go to a cell to go get his own fire. You know what I'm saying? They give him a tool right then. He looking at the tool and all that. And he was like, all right, so who's supposed to be coming with me? Like, all 13 of y'all coming with me down to this man's cell? Like, nah, you going down there with a strong 5. And if it looked like that you need some help, or you not doing what needs to be done, and he get over on you, then your bro's gonna help you. And in this situation, bro, every punk ain't sweet. Every punk is not sweet. You're not just getting over on every punk that you see. And Sugar right here, man, he fought for his life. This is what it looks like when you fighting for your life, bro. Because the blitz is coming. For Sugar, oh, that blitz is coming. Take a look. Yo, in that situation right there, no, he didn't successfully unalive that man. You know what I'm saying? He poured him out good, but Buddy was fighting back with all he could. You know what I'm saying? Open face wounds and everything. Like, remember, these chain gang punks or these gap gang members, they also still men. No matter what they trying to act like and be a transformer or change up or change their voice or whatever, they still men and they got grown men strength. What you just saw was somebody fighting for their life so they can stay on this earth, boy. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. You don't want to go down there. You don't want to go to these prisons, these chain gangs, or none of that, bro. Because they playing for keeps. They not playing fair. Look at the opposition that he had. Somebody lying on him. You can't even go talk and try to figure things out or nothing to see what's wrong with this dude or even beat him up. They want you to pour him out. They went to the highest extent. Pour him out. And matter of fact, put wings on that boy because he's a punk sitting up there putting words on you. So, please, y'all do me a favor, man. Stay out these streets. Find something safe to do with your life. Find something safe to do with your life. My YNs and my OGs that's still going through this street life identity crisis, bro. The streets has no love for you. It's out there to build you up. Then it's going to tear you down. And it might take your life in the process. So I'm asking y'all, please, don't go out here in these streets and do something stupid and find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo, y'all. And I'm going. But no, matter of fact, before I sign up off of here, yo, I am on TikTok. That is my new platform. That's where I put most of my content at. This is just basically a channel to flow the traffic over to my TikTok. So my real supporters, beat the streets down to get over to TikTok and come tap in with your boy, man, because that's where I'm at. Y'all be good, man. Much love to y'all. And remember, I got y'all every trip, y'all. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. I'm going. Yo, what's going on? This your boy Big Miz from the zoo, man. Yeah, and I'm a prison content creator, man. I speak about all things county jail, prison, and chain gang related. I try my best to bring forth the awareness of the dangers inside the prisons, let y'all know exactly what's going on inside the chain gang, where I did 2 prison stays, and the things that I saw, the vicious attacks and everything, man. I'm trying to forewarn y'all, going out here and doing crime and stuff, it don't pay. And I got some stories for y'all. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. Peace. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story for y'all, man. And this is the main reason why I tell people to bring forth awareness of the dangers inside of the prison system. I try to bring forth this awareness to let you know exactly what's going on inside the chain gang. At today's time, right now, they are having a hard time getting these different camps under control statewide. And as you can see, they got all these camps on lockdown, man. And here's just a situation why. It was said that these individuals, the Migos or whatever, they was like kind of deep in this one dorm, right? And they had it rolling, they had the work and stuff like that, and they get into the money. And a lot of times when it's quite a few of them in whatever camp that they land at and they get together, they're going to be about some money. They definitely going to be get into some type of coins. And Diablo was at this camp, and I know I done spoke about him quite a few times, and the things that he do and the attacks that he commits. Like, he's into the pouring you all the way out, take you out of here if he has to, walking you like a dog across the big floor if you owe, and trying to humiliate you by all means, and showing just how much power he has in the chain gang. And a lot of times when he goes at a certain person, other people tend to mind their business or step back and see the damage that he's about to do, so people will talk about it. And this situation was kind of foul, man. You know what I'm saying? They was all out on the big yard, and at this time, people were putting or hiding things inside their CO20s, and Diablo went and stuffed his with what they call cream, or METH, inside of his CO20s, packaged it and then packed it in there, so he'll walk around, you know what I'm saying, with the whole bluff game of him having music on, nodding his head and stuff like that. And he's not doing that. This is actually just a whole facade to move this work from one point to another and get the job done. And they said that he was working out on a small yard with a couple of the other Migos. They was working all working out all together, you know what I'm saying, in formation, doing stuff. But he had these earphones on and he took them off. And it was some little knuckleheads out on the yard. And man, I be telling you, man, it be some fools. They don't think. They don't think about the consequences that they're going to get into after they make one of the dumbest decisions that they can make and getting other people involved in the situation. And this is how this thing can pan out for you. There was one individual, you know what I'm saying, named Ace, a young boy, and Diedrich out on the yard, and they walking the yard, and they know that this dude Diablo be having work. They know about this little stash spot situation or whatever, but I don't think Ace was kind of hip to it at the time. And Diedrich is telling him like, yo, you see them headphones right there, right? Now Diablo and them are now walking the yard. They're pacing the yard, going around in the square or whatever. And Ace like, yeah, I see it. Like, who shit is that though? And he like, man, just grab this shit, you know what I'm saying, and go in the dorm. Grab it, go in the dorm, and throw it in my cell, bro. And he like, them mines. And he like, man, them ain't yours, man. Come on, man. And he like, just tell me the truth, I'll grab him. He like, look, we might be coming up, nigga. Just grab them CL20s and go into the dorm, throw them into my cell, you know what I'm saying? And let my cellie know to put them under my bunk. And this little dude goes for it. Ace goes for this manipulation, getting sent to do something very stupid. Didn't know just how knee deep he'll be in a situation if he grabs this man's CO20s. This is going to happen too fast. He's not thinking how quick he's going to peep that his stuff is not there. And he goes and does this anyway. He runs, grabs its CO20s, barely cuffing it, got the string hanging down from the CO20s and everything in the front of his pants while he walking off. Looking stupid as hell, man. But he runs upstairs, he puts it in Diedrich's room, and it didn't take but 10 minutes, bro. And Diablo and them is walking. Now they beelining towards where he put the headphones at, and he see they're not there. Now this an issue. It's a whole problem because you done mess with a straight up fool. Somebody that's been down for over 17 years, and he's known to pour you all the way out. He's not playing. He ain't doing stuff halfway. He's not doing that. But this is who y'all took from, and then this is how it plays out. When he sees that it's going, he started huddling up with the rest of the Migos that's there, and they're talking, and he's letting them know like, I'm about to go all the way out. Somebody took my stuff. I know I put it there, and I am about to go all the way out. It was too much money inside of those CO20s, and I'm about to make an example out of someone. They go back into the dorm. They don't make an announcement. They don't do any of that. They go right and flush into a cell, and they started getting well equipped just in case they have to go to war about this situation. Diedrich is now ran up in his room. Ace is in his room. His roommate is in his room, and they're sitting up there trying to break this thing down. They done put a block over the door, and they breaking it down, and they looking, and they done bust it open. They see they got a gold mine. They got mad METH inside the cell, and now they amp, thinking like, yo, we gonna get this money, we gonna do this, do that. And Ace is standing there like, yo, damn, whose shit was this, bro? Diedrich says, Diablo, bro. And you gotta keep your mouth shut. This is Diablo shit, the Migos, man. Fuck that. Like, we about to get this bread. We ain't worried about no Mexican. And the look on Ace's face, they said, was like, oh, like, yo, we about to die. Like, we ain't getting away with this, bro. Like, this don't even sound right. So now it's not sitting well with the young boy. He thinking because he done heard some stories of of Diablo. And Ace is not feeling this. he knows that he gonna be in some shit. He's telling them he's about to come up out the cell, go to his cell. Boom, boom. He's coming up out the cell. Now the Migos is all walking around. They just looking. They're going around. They're not actually going door to door, but they're looking just for somebody holding the CO-20 or got him on or anything. And Ace got a look on his face when he's passing them, and they stop him like, yo, boy, you was out on the yard, man. Did you see somebody grab some CO-20s, man? And this is one of Diablo's people, you know what I'm saying, asking him this. And he's looking like, nah, man. Nah, I ain't even see nothing. I don't be looking for nothing. And Diablo was like, it was you, man. It was you. You took it, huh? You know who took it. Who took it? You went ain't knows it. I know who took it. I know you know who took it. And he started getting mad, defensive. Ace is like, what you mean I know who took it? Because I what? Because I'm not no Mexican. I know who took it. Like, come on, man. He's going back and forth with him, and they know that they reeling him in. It's people coming out because these young boys deal with a certain faction of gang that I do not want to blast on the forefront at this time because of the serious situation that happened with them and the reoccurrence of the whole situation when it was done. But they surrounded them and they're trying to figure out what's going on. They pull Ace into the cell and they talking to him like, bro, if you know what these Migos is talking about, like, this is serious. We can go to war with them. Like, it can be a lot of people dying over this situation, bro. Like, you gotta be 100, be 21 about this shit, bro. Bro, be 21 about it. Like, don't play, folk. Like, because if we find out that you had something to do with it, you know. So he just started telling me, like, look, yo, bro, Deidre told me to grab these CO-20s. I ain't know nothing about them. He told me to put them in his cell. He up there breaking that shit down and everything by himself right now. You know what I'm saying? It was mad cream in there, like meth. And they heard this news. Man, they go mobbing upstairs to Deidre's room. And they hit the Migos to what was going on. And they told them that they're going to settle this. They're going to handle it. And whose was it? And Diablo said it was mine. And I don't care. Whoever took it, whoever has my stuff, we're gonna have to go at it. We're going at it. So now they know that this faction of gang has somebody in their group that actually went and put their hands on something they shouldn't have touched. And this is a thing inside of the prison. You cannot go around stealing nothing from nobody. This is not a thing. You can't go around stealing and think that you're going to get off with it. Like, soon, they going to find a way to bury you. And this is a natural fact. You go around and start going into everything, and you in everything but a coffin. Literally. They talking to Deidre, they're in a cell, they talking to him, they let him know that they already let the Migos know where this stuff is at. They saying package this stuff back up or whatever. And he was like, nah, I done broke it down. I'm not packaging nothing up. They Migos. Like, I don't care what's going on. Like, I'll shoot him a fade. I'm like, man, that man ain't trying to shoot you no fade. That man trying to send you somewhere, man. Like, you playing with the wrong one. You don't know who this dude is, man. Like, some of us been in different camps with him, bro. And he don't play the radio. So you might as well come out and straighten your face. And they talked this boy into coming out. And Deidre, he was like 180 pounds, brown skin cat. Maybe like 5'10". You know what I'm saying? He had a little size on him. A little size. But when he stepped out there, and then they told Diablo to come upstairs, and Diablo was asking him, like, yo, you the one that took my stuff? You have my stuff in there? And he was like, you know what? I got something for you. You might as well go get strapped up right now because we're going to shoot it out. And he grabbed some stuff from one of his Migos. He's pulling out them things, and he's standing there telling that man, you might as well go get equipped too because we about to shoot it out. And the young boy so stupid, man. He go skipping to the cell like, we can do this, we can do this. Boom, he go grab his stuff. He come out with one little poker or whatever. And they come up like damn near running to each other. And they start going at it. I'm talking about they're on the top rail while everybody's backing up, moving out the way, going stab for stab. And Dietrich is a little bit taller, so he's swinging a little bit wider or whatever. And Diablo is like trying to slide up close to him. He knows little techniques that get up under you to be able to hit accurately. And this is where experience starts to beat the inexperienced. No matter how amped alive Dietrich thought he wasn't doing enough. Yeah, he probably hit Diablo like 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't enough. Diablo got the best of Buddy, and people was saying, stop, yo, it's over, it's over. But now the Migos is pressing up saying, nah, let him do what he got to do, or they're going to go to war. Everybody's going to pop. And they're watching the situation go down, knowing that little man had stole this stuff. And they had to get him help. After it was done, they had to get him help, because Diablo was standing over him, got his weight on him, and was hitting him all in the neck. He couldn't block it or nothing. He's getting hit all in the neck, both sides, near his face, near his chin area. And they had to drag him, well, pick him up and tote him down the steps, running him to the door and everything, because he needed automatic help. Automatic help. And when the CO saw like the disposition of Dietrich, he calls the code, these people running down there, medical running down there, and they saw that this was a situation that they wasn't going to be able to save him from. So they had to get a life flight to land on the big yard and get Dietrich to a local hospital to save this man's life, man. And he lived, but how he looked is the thing. These mistakes that get made by people coming down the road and think they getting into something and getting over on something, is not always going to be the way. Don't let nobody talk you into something and mislead you and misguide you. If you have to go through time, you got to watch who you're around. I think Ace did the right thing by letting them know what was going on. But yes, he did get some type of violation in accordance to that situation, but not enough that he had to get airlifted nowhere, or he had to go to an infirmary. Please listen to these stories, understand what's going on, because once these officers came in and they cleared everything, they put these guys behind the door, and they was behind the door for like a month on lockdown. And then if it gets word that a situation just exuded from one other association and another association, it can easily pop off, not knowing the main stuff that happened and why it happened. They'll just hear about what took place, the harm that was done, and then they'll pop off in different camps. And this is how the state of Georgia, the Georgia Department of Correction, each compound usually gets locked down by information that it done popped at this camp, now pop at this camp, and pop at this camp. It's a sad situation, man. I hope they get a hold on what's going on and they fix Georgia Department of Corrections, because people are dying on a daily basis, and that's a fact. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story, another situation, another unaliving, another family mourning, and another diabolical another diabolical situation. And this is coming out of Hayes State Prison, y'all. This is coming out of Hayes. And before I get into the actual situation, I just want y'all to take this and put this in perspective. I don't really talk about the Ghostface gangsters a lot. But when this came across my table and they was telling me that it was a Ghostface gangster that been attacked and was unalived. They got killed, you know what I'm saying, instantly got killed by a blood. And I was trying to figure out like who was this, you know what I'm saying, please give me the rundown. And they said this was a African American Ghostface gangster. For those who don't know who the Ghostface gangsters are, this is a organization of Caucasian brothers that formulated and got together to stop oppression and people oppressing them inside of the Georgia Department of Corrections, inside of the CHAINGANG. They formed to stop all that over bullying and robbing them and pouring them out or beating them up. They got together so all that can stop. But this individual right here is a African American Ghostface gangster, a known African American Ghostface gangster inside of the Georgia Department of Corrections. And let me give y'all the rundown of this individual. His name is Melvin G. Johnson, 34 years of age. I'm pretty sure they were saying that his max out date is like 2044. You know what I'm saying? So he had a little stretch to go. They said that this dude was actually like a very cool dude, a relaxed type of guy. He was a little silly, like with his the people like on his orderly shift when he goes out and he's dealing with whoever his shift manager is, the person that he goes out and works with. You know what I'm saying? That he would be funny. You know what I'm saying? He was a lively person and he was very respectful. This is the characteristics of this guy. They said he was very respectful. It blew my mind just hearing that it was an African American Ghostface gangster. But he was unalived by a blood. So this is not tied in with the riot situation with the GDs and the Bloods. This is a whole nother situation. And they said he was attacked and got hit, poured out, hit in his head with the banger and lost his life instantly. Too much loss of blood. They was trying to resuscitate him, giving him mouth to mouth and stuff like that, but to no avail. He was losing too much blood and he was pronounced on sight. This is a very, very, very sad situation. And I'm pretty sure nobody knows about this. They're going to try to cover up this situation. He was actually in dorm Y1A, an open dorm where it's supposed to be all people that have like good guys, I'm going to say. Not a whole bunch of gang affiliated people inside this dorm, but somehow that got messed up and it's full of bloods. You know what I'm saying? He was the only ghost face inside of the dorm. It was sprinkled here and there, some Crips in that dorm, but mainly Bloods was in there, and they attacked this brother, man. And for his family, I want to say sorry. I heard about his character. I heard he was a good dude. I can't say too much or get too heavy on it about his character dealing in the dorm and his dealings. I don't know that. But I know I had to speak about this because due to the fact that this is an African American brother that's down with the Ghostface gangsters. He had their back and they had his. This is like something a little monumental when it comes to me because I was there when the Ghostface gangsters started. And I know where they started from and about. I knew what the whole movement was about. And to hear that this brother was let into the folds to ride out with them. If they go to war, he got to ride out with them. So I knew it was my duty to come on here and tell y'all about this situation, because when it does come out, they gonna put their sauce on it, and they gonna sway you and curve you with some real life BS. Please don't believe this was from natural causes, or he went and did it to himself and put wings on himself, because that is not the case and not the situation. He was actually unalived by a gang member from the Bloods. They did not do a proper investigation yet about the situation, and there was only four workers from the Georgia Department of Corrections. 4 COs working the whole compound. So nobody was coming to his rescue, and it was said that the cameras inside that dorm, they don't even work. So they're gonna this whole situation while they're getting single filed behind doors and interrogated about what's going on. I don't think nobody is going to say nothing, because now chain gang rules is in full effect, and they're going to hide the reason why this unaliving happened. Please, everybody that sees this story and hears about this young man, send his family your prayers. I send my personal condolences to his family, you know what I'm saying, because I heard Melvin was a cool dude. He was known as Bandana or Bando. So if y'all was in the chain gang and have been through there in the last decade or something like that, and especially came through Hayes, y'all know exactly who this individual is. And to be a black Ghostface gangster, y'all already know what time it is with him. You know what I'm saying? That's a very sad situation, very uncalled for, and it needs to stop. Y'all need to beef up y'all security in the Georgia Department of Corrections, because it's getting diabolical, and these families, they're going to start coming for y'all. They're not going to allow y'all to keep on letting this roll over and roll over and roll over. Not people's families, not their loved ones. Y'all not going to get off like that. Lawsuits are going to be coming your way, Georgia Department of Corrections. I hope y'all know that. And as long as there's a cell phone around, or people can talk and get their voice out and get it to me, Big Miz from the zoo, I'm going to make sure y'all held accountable. I'm going to make sure of that. So please take a good look at my face. Because yes, I've been there in the folds of some of y'all worst prisons, y'all level 5 camps. And I'm just not letting it go down like that. This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo. And I'm going to keep telling you these stories and putting these situations out there, because I need y'all to hear. It's a constant reoccurrence. Somebody is dying every other day in the Georgia Department of Corrections. To Melvin's family, we send prayers and condolences to y'all, but please call up there. Y'all get some answers, because this ain't right at all. I'm gone.